These are not gonna work. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm trimming these zip ties because look at how long they are. They were like sticking out. I need to rearrange these shelves because I really don't like this setup anymore. Thank you for the likes. How is everybody today? Happy Halloween, you guys. I can't believe it's already Halloween. It actually makes me kind of sad. Hey, you guys. I'm gonna go to the thrift in a little bit, but right now I'm just kind of chilling. Do you guys want to help me rearrange this? I really do not like, it's mostly this bottom shelf. Hey, what's up? I'm bored, so I got on live. I'm gonna go to the thrift in a little bit, but the thrift has been bumming me out lately. So, but I want to rearrange this bottom shelf because it's like so, I know it's hard to tell, it's just like there's so much on it. There's too much going on that one shelf. And then this top shelf is like pretty empty. Because I moved a lot of my glass. Excuse me. I moved a lot of my smaller pieces to my little cabinet that's in the other room. So now I have a little bit more room for stuff, which is nice. Ooh, you got jadeite? I love jadeite. What kind of jadeite is it? Or like what kind of piece is it? My jadeite shakers, I also moved to the other room. I put them with my custard mixing bowl with my antique mixer. Because I think it'll be cool to have some of my like kitchen stuff together. Like the mixer with the shakers. I don't know. I just think it'll look cool when I get my lights, hopefully. Thank you. I'm so excited. I finally got my bar lights up. You guys, okay, I got these at Walmart. Okay, Walmart is actually surprisingly good. I went to Home Depot. I went to like all of these hardware stores and nobody had any black lights except for like the UV bulb that I put in my lamp. That's like the only black light they had. They didn't have these bar lights, but then I go to Walmart and Walmart has them, which is like weird, but they're only 11. It was like $12 each. But these are 2 feet. They're 24-inch black lights for $12. So that's actually really, really good. So obviously I bought 2, and I think I might get a 3rd one for this, the Amberina down here. You can see I don't have a black light up for that yet. And I don't have one on the top, but it actually kind of like, the UV actually kind of comes up through the bottom a little bit and it still kind of makes it glow, which is cool. I do have some yellow Vaseline glass, but that's in the other room. I do have some Vaseline marbles though that are kind of cool. They look almost clear, except for in the black light, which is cool. But yeah, I do have some Vaseline, but it's in the other, I have another cabinet in the other room, and that's where they are. I have like 2 sets of Vaseline shakers, like salt and pepper shakers, and then I also have like a Fenton Vaseline, like, I don't actually know what it is. I think it's like a jewelry dish or something. Isn't that dangerous? No. Unless you like ate the glass itself, then maybe, but no. If it was dangerous, I would definitely have it behind glass. I know it looks kind of scary because it's glowing like super bright green, but no, it's totally fine. If you're like want to read more about it, there's a really good page on, I think it's the EPA website. So definitely go read that because they have a lot of really good information. And I use that a lot to like reference in my videos and stuff. There's another one that they made a really good article about it, but I forget. The NRC? No. It would take like a lot of radiation to like cause cancer or birth defects. Like a lot. Which is, yeah. Yeah, the thrift, like, I used to be able to find a lot at my thrifts, but then like recently they changed everything. And now my Value Village, like I used to be able to find so much uranium glass like almost every week, at my thrift, but not anymore. They started putting it behind glass, like in a locked display, and they started charging double, literally double what my antique store is charging. There's this one plate I have down here, and I paid $10 at the antique store for it, and the Value Village was charging 20 for the same plate, like same plate, same size. It's a very common item, very common pattern. Definitely not worth $20. Like there was one on eBay for $6. So it sucks because now it's like I can't find anything there anymore. So I'm salty. No, I don't use it for food and drink. I have before, but I don't really. And it's not really because of the risk. It's mostly because I would be sad if I broke it. Like I know people who have put their uranium glass in the dishwasher and it's broken. And I would be so sad if I put something, and like a lot of it like has chips and stuff on it. I don't know if you can see that. Would you sell a piece? I have before. Like I sell stuff sometimes, but I'm not like really into like selling. But like when my collection starts getting kind of cluttered, I do trades. I mostly honestly do trades. I have sold some stuff on eBay. I'm not against it, but it's just like a lot of hassle. And I'm a student and I work, so it's kind of sometimes I don't have the time to like, update my eBay and like go to the post office and that kind of stuff. So I do, and I've been meaning to update. I've been meaning to update my eBay, but I haven't in a while. Yeah, if you're looking to buy, you should definitely go. There's a lot of listings on there from other people. So definitely recommend. It's kind of a mixed bag though. I bought some stuff from eBay and like it kind of depends. Like I bought something from eBay and it was like the listing was hella misleading and like it was kind of like a ripoff. So you got to be kind of careful because the listing like in the listing it said like I think it said like 10 coasters, but then you actually only got one. So it was like hella misleading. And I messaged him and I was like, dude, what the heck? He's like, yeah, my bad. And I'm like, come on. So yeah, you gotta be careful, but it can be worth it. Yeah, Taylor, that's like what my thrift is doing. Like, they had a sherbet cup. And those are normally only like $5 to $10 at the at the antique, you know, because stuff like plates, sherbet dishes, those are like some of the stuff that's really, really common. And they were selling it for $20. And I'm like, bruh. Like, I'm not even just trying to be a hater, but it literally is like not worth $20. For like something like, where is it? For something like this, like not with the marbles in it, obviously, but like this is a sherbet dish. So like they're charging $20 for like this, something like this. That's like, come on. And then I don't know if any of you saw, but in my video yesterday, I went to the thrift again and somebody had bought all of the uranium glass they had in that section. So, and it had only been there for like maybe a week, so it's not like they got rid of it. Because they have this $500 grandfather clock that's been there for months. So I know somebody probably bought it thinking that they were getting like a really good deal. But they did not get a good deal at all. They got ripped off. Is it dangerous if I have uranium glass in the bedroom? No. Are you like sleeping next to it? Like where is it though? Because now I want to know. Gage, you're on thin ice. Thank you. I got this beanie. I get a lot of compliments on this beanie. It's from the Forever 21 men's online section if anyone wants to see if they can find it. I don't know if they still have it. I've had some people stitch my videos and they're like, I sleep next to my radium clock every single night and I'm fine. And I'm like, maybe don't do that though. Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't. So maybe don't put a radium clock next to your bed, but how much what cost? What was your... Oh, the beanie? Maybe like $15? I actually don't remember. It was a couple years ago I bought it. Gage, I'm not gonna meow. I'm sorry to disappoint. I'm not going to. I'm so sorry. I know that's like probably really disappointing. Yeah, you should go. Yeah, let me know if you can find it. Is it radium glass? No, it's uranium. There is a difference. Radium is like uranium's mean older sister. Radium is like a lot more, isn't it literally like 1,000,000 times more radioactive? Yeah, uranium. It's like 8 o'clock in the morning. Can you imagine my neighbors complaining? My neighbor is barking and it's like really weird. Yeah, the radium girls. Did they really put it in nail polish? I know they put it in like everything. They put it in like medicines. They put it in water. Radium water. That like actually killed people. Yeah, literally basically everything. They put it in like literally medicines in quotes, because like obviously that's not actual medicine. I can't believe that. I wonder what they'll say about our generation. They'll be like, they're doing this. I just spilled my coffee all over me. That's great. I need to like do a dusting really bad, like where I actually have my rag. I forgot I was gonna do that. Cause the dust is like getting really bad, especially on my bottom shelf here. Yeah, I think it'll be, who even knows, honestly. Aren't they already saying like microplastics are really bad? Probably those. Yeah, literally. Yeah, happy Halloween. I can't believe it's already Halloween, you guys. I'm actually really sad. I want Halloween to last like 3 months. And then Christmas can last like 2. No, Christmas is fine. I used to work retail though, so I kind of used to get really mad because as soon as Halloween would end, we would get our Christmas playlist. So it would literally be like 2 months of freaking Christmas music. Oh, you found it! But it's out of stock? Dang. Yeah, it's probably on clearance now because, like I said, I bought it like literally like maybe 3 years ago. That sucks. I hope you can find it. $3.20 is a good deal though. Yeah, I'm so salty that my Goodwill, or not my Goodwill, sorry, my Value Village started putting everything behind glass. Thank you, Burnsy, for the rose. But yeah, I literally can't believe it. I'm so freaking salty. Now every time I go there, because I used to like not be like that discreet about using my black light, but now I'm like, screw you guys. I am like being so discreet. I'm like, I don't want you guys seeing me do anything, because I actually found this. There maybe like a week ago, and it was after they started flashing everything, and it was only because like the color of it, because they're flashing stuff that looks like this, like your green depression glass, you know? They're not really flashing like, I mean, this, I wouldn't have expected this to be uranium glass, but it is. It's like, I forget what this is called. But it's like a weird teal green color. I know the background kind of washes it out so you can't see, but yeah, and then I mean obviously it's glows crazy. This thing is actually pretty spicy too. This one is like, oh yeah, Tiffin. Tiffin's the company, right? Tiffin satin finish, I think. Yes. Yeah, I actually, interestingly enough, I've only ever had one person ask me. And like all those times, like hundreds of times I've been there, only one person actually has ever said like, what are you doing with that? And it was actually kind of cool because I was like flashing marble jars, and he was like, what are you doing with that black light? And I'm like, oh, I'm looking for uranium glass. And he's like, I don't know, asked me what it was or something, and I explained it. And I like showed him a picture on my phone or something. He's like, oh, that's really cool. Whatever. I'm lucky that none of the employees have asked me though, because talk about awkward. I did have somebody comment though recently that I forget where I saw the comment, but they were like, oh, I had an employee like ask me to stop bringing my Geiger because it like freaks other people out. And I'm like, damn. I'm so glad, cross my fingers, of course, that nobody's ever, I don't really like use my Geiger that much at the thrifts though, to be honest, like, because it does look, I look like an actual insane person when I have my Geiger out at the thrift. But luckily no one's ever said anything to me about it. Yeah, no, it's not dangerous. It's not. A lot of people think like, oh, you have a lot of it, so it becomes like exponentially more radioactive, like it like compounds on each other. Luckily, that's not how that works. Luckily, that does not happen. It's not like the more you hear, the more the more you have, the more radioactive it is, or anything like that. That's not how that works. Luckily. You want to hear the sound of what? The Geiger? I can go get it. It's in the other room. I always, for some reason, forget to bring it. I'm like, oh, I need to grab that before I go start the live. And then I always forget. The Gerber. I love that. That's funny. Okay, I'll go get it. I'm trying to read this other comment. I do. I'll show you my Amberino when I come back. I'm gonna go grab the Geiger. One sec. Okay. Thank you, Shauna. I appreciate it. I have the volume turned off, but you can turn the volume back on, obviously. Oh yeah, I forgot this thing is like, oh no, the battery's actually okay. For some reason, I thought the battery was like, I don't know, last time I tried to use this thing, the battery message kept flashing up. Here, this one's spicy. Hey, what's up? I'm just showing everybody my glass before I go to the thrifts. They wanted to see the Geiger. Can you guys even hear it? Thank you, Cynthia. Yes, thank you. I don't know if you saw, but my Value Village started putting the uranium glass behind a glass case that's locked. Like, they started flashing it. So I'm really salty, but I'm hoping I was still able to find this the other day, even though they started flashing stuff, because it obviously is like not your normal uranium glass. So I know, I'm actually so bummed. I'm like, why do you guys have to be stinky like that? Why do you guys have to do that? I know, I'm hoping I should still be able to find like custard glass and like stuff that's a little, you know, more discreet. I know, the glazes, I was able to find a set of glazed salt and pepper shakers. So some stuff will still go under the radar, thankfully, but I'm like, no, you guys. They were such like my holy grail too. I'm like, no, how dare you? But it'll be okay. I'll get over it eventually. But I'm just like, no. Breaks my heart. Yeah, I think the custard will still go like under the radar because I don't think a lot of people know what it is. And same thing, like I said, with this kind of stuff, like stuff that's not like, I think they're only really flashing like the green depression glass, you know? Yeah, exactly. I hate when the thrifts do that. I'm like, because my Goodwill already was doing that. And now my Value Village is doing it too. And I live in like kind of a small town. So I only have the one Value Village and the one Goodwill, which sucks, but I should still be able to find like jewelry and, you know, the glazes and stuff, but it does suck. Because they're charging $20 for, you know, 10, whatever it is, the Anchor Hawking block optic plate. $20? That's like insane. But someone bought it, so I mean, but yeah. Do the antique stores, do they know? I wonder if they know if it's uranium glass jewelry. I guess it maybe depends. I've only found uranium glass jewelry once at the antique. And it was like $20 for it was a pretty cool necklace, but I did leave it. Thank you, Kat. I have found uranium glass jewelry actually like 4 or 5 times at the thrift, which is pretty surprising. But my Goodwill, I don't know what they do, but I've never seen any radium clocks there. I don't know if it's possible that they have a way to check for that. Or if they just, I think one of the guys that works there knows what's vintage and what isn't. to be honest. So I think he might just recognize vintage stuff. Yeah, see, I'm kind of the same way. Like, if I really, really, really like it, then I might spend a little more on it, but in general, I try not to, like, you know. Oh my god, yes, at the thrift. Yeah, I'm lucky I have one, but I got a really good deal on mine. Let me see if I can show you, but she's kind of heavy. This is mine. I don't have my black light over here though, so I can't light her up for you, unfortunately. But one of my friends sent her to me, which is really cool. But thank you. Yeah, she's one of my favorite pieces for sure. I'm really lucky I happened upon it. But yeah, I'm really hoping to find, it's been a while since I found like a radium clock at the thrift. I'm hoping I come across one soon, but I know, same. Oh my god. The lamps and the clocks, I love. Ever since I got my one lamp I thrifted, I really want another lamp. I saw this really cool lampshade that somebody thrifted. I think it was on like the Reddit, the Uranium Glass Reddit. But it was like a mosaic kind of design for a lampshade, but it was like Vaseline glass, like the yellow pieces were Vaseline, and it was so beautiful. Yeah, the addiction be strong. That's so true. That's so true. That's me when people ask how long I've been collecting for, and I'm like, because like they think I've been collecting for like years and years, but in reality, like I'm just kind of actually a hoarder, so, and have no self-control whatsoever, which is okay. But it's just funny. Yeah, literally, they're like, oh, how long have you been collecting? Expecting like an answer like 10 years, and I'm like, oh, 9 months, and they're like, oh. Yeah, that's awesome. Your collection is literally like what I aspire to be. It is amazing. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with so many of your pieces. That Fenton lamp you have is like on my bucket list, or whatever you want to call it. It's on my wish list. But the only one I've seen was at an antique store a couple hours from me, and it was literally $500. And I was like, oof, maybe one day, but not currently. Yes, thank you. I've gotten better at like identifying, yeah, 500. I was like, maybe like, I mean, hopefully I would, even 300. I'm like, 300 I think is like pretty average. I don't know for those, but 500, yeah, I'm like, ugh. I'm hoping it might come down a little bit in like a year or two if it's still there, and then maybe I can get it for a little bit less than that. Oh yeah, exactly. Is that how you got yours? That's awesome. I'm hoping that's what will happen to this one. I'm like, maybe they'll bring it down a little bit. Yeah. That's awesome though. Sometimes it is worth it actually, I think, to wait. I know sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't know if it'll, of course with my luck though, sometimes like I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy that, like I'm gonna wait. And then a couple times I've done that and it's been gone, and I'm like, no. But for something like that, for sure. Oh yeah, 200 is really good. That's actually really good. Yeah, you wait for sales. That's a good idea. I'm like such an impulse buyer. I'm like, oh my god. Except one of my local antiques has a ton of Burmese glass, like Burmese baskets and stuff, and I think I want to go get one. But my problem is they're all like, they start at like $130, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, they're pretty, but like I wish that they had a sale, or like, I'm trying to wait until they have maybe like a sale or something. Because the one I want is like $150, and I'm just like, oh my god. Like, I'm sure it's worth, you know, about that, but I'm just cheap. My stupid Geiger is trying to battery be dead. What's my favorite piece? That is like such a hard question. I know, the Burmese, like every time I see it, it's always expensive, but it always glows like the best out of anything else that is there. It makes me want to take my Geiger to it because I wonder like how spicy it is. Like, I know there's not always a correlation between that, but it's really interesting to me. Like, my Fenton that glows like crazy is the stuff that's like actually pretty spicy. I got my beanie. It's from the Forever 21 men's online. Someone said on here that they just tried to find it, and they said they could find it, but it was out of stock. So I'm hoping maybe it'll come back in stock. There's Burmese lamps? What? I'm gonna go look that up after this, and then I want one so bad now. I love Burmese. But yeah, I don't even know where I'd put it. Like, even the big Burmese baskets, I'm like, I don't have any freaking room left. Ooh, a cream colored, I have one of those. Is it Hamilton Beach? Because that's the company that made mine. I'm really trying to find, though, because someone told me, that, actually a couple people told me, they said that there's a juicer attachment, and also I think there's a second smaller bowl. There's like a big bowl and a small bowl, I think. But I've only found the large one. So I'm trying to see if the other pieces will pop up at the Value Village, because I found the bowl, and then the mixer showed up like a couple days after that. But I haven't found the other pieces. I mean, it's possible that like the original owner maybe lost them or broke them. I wouldn't be surprised, but I want the other pieces to show up. Yeah, those lamps are expensive partially because they're Fenton, and Fenton is like pretty sought after. Like, people, you know, it's pretty collectible, so that's one of the reasons why like the Fenton lamps are so expensive. But uranium glass lamps in general, yeah, can be pretty pricey for sure. Like, you're probably starting at about $100, like, no matter what, for a lamp. The only ones you look for are the ducks. I also really want to add to my collection some more of those Fenton animals. I'm obsessed with the Fenton animals. The only one I have is this little guy. I have the bird, and he's really cute. But I want all the Fenton. I really like the frogs, especially. The frogs, they're so cute. Every time I see one, I'm like, oh my god. But they're always kind of a little bit pricey, because I think they might be rare. Oh, mixing bowl was McKee. I think I actually found that online. Oh my god, the Murano ones are super cute. I also really want the Vaseline animal figures. I just love anything Vaseline, but then also animal figurines are so cute. We're talking about the Fenton frogs, the little Fenton, like, custard glass, or not, I don't think they're all custard. I think they might have made other ones. Did they make Vaseline ones too? I think, maybe. I don't know. But I really want the animals. I also want the, I saw somebody on Reddit, I think. They, like, got those Fenton, I don't know if they're technically Burmese, but they look like Burmese, the, like, Fenton Santa figurines, and he's, like, He's custard, but he's wearing like pink, kind of. He looks like Burmese, but I don't know if it's technically Burmese. But I saw somebody on Reddit, they got like all of the Santa figurines at like an estate sale or something for super cheap. And I really want them for my, or not Halloween, my Christmas display. I want them for my Christmas display. But they're expensive. They're like $100 each for the little figurines. The ghosts, oh my god. I want them all. I really wanted, I was kind of sad for my Halloween display. I didn't have any like little Halloween-y figurines or anything. I need to get some. That's why I want the Christmas ones, because I'm like, now I want to have like, do every holiday. I think it's just an excuse for me to buy more glass, honestly. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I need to do every holiday. We need a display. We need to go hard and make a display for every holiday now. I'm already thinking about using my Amberina for Christmas. I could do red and green. It's gonna be great. Yeah, those Fenton, that's what I mean. Like, I love them. I love Fenton. I get called a grandpa for liking Fenton, but that's okay. It's true, but I still love it. But yeah, Fenton can be pricey for sure. Yes, I love that. Your booth is gonna look so good. Red and green. The only little, I have this little cadmium guy. He's pretty cute. I think he'll be good for Christmas. Oh, that's cool. Hey, Jason, what's up? Yeah, I love him. He was a thrift too. We love. I think from Goodwill. Actually, no, that was Value Village. Yeah, yesterday I found that hole at Goodwill, but it was $20, which is like still pretty good for the holes, but I just hate that it's like still overpriced for Goodwill. Because they suck. Like I said, I'm pretty sure somebody who works there like knows what is vintage, which sucks. Yeah, I found Fenton like 3 times, I think. I found this basket. Oh, you can't even see it. Basket I found there. And then I also found this fairy lamp there. And what else did I find there? I don't remember, but I think there was one more thing I found there. Oh, thank you. I'm not even paying attention to the likes. That's so funny. I think I found, I'm like, what else did I swear there was a third Fenton thing I found, but maybe not. Oh no, there was another bell. I found a bell there too. A custard glass bell. Which it kind of surprises me, because, I mean, I thought that they would have recognized it as Fenton, but maybe not as many people know Fenton as, like, some of the other glass. I don't know. I'm still salty they put everything behind glass, though. I'm like, I'm gonna get over it. I don't know that I am gonna get over it, actually. Have you guys seen my little bracelet I made? With my little cat bead. I wear this when I go out, and then when I go to the bar, it like glows under the black light. It's super fun. I got my lights at Walmart. Walmart came through actually on this. I told everybody that I went to Home Depot. I went like everywhere. I went to Ace Hardware. Nobody had black lights. And then I went to Walmart and they had like a whole stock of them. And they were only $12. It was like $11.97 each. be petty and get someone fired at Goodwill. I am pretty petty at times. I will always think it's funny. I don't know if any of you guys have seen that video I made where I was so salty at Goodwill and I'm like, these MFers in here, like, this had no price tag on it and I asked for a price and they wrote $14.99 on this thing and it gets like over 500,000 freaking, you know, likes or whatever. And now every time I go in there, I'm like, hey, sorry, it's me again. It's me, that petty motherfucker that made the video. Whoops. Hope you guys didn't see that. A pink glow could be selenium. Most likely is. Selenium is underrated. I actually love selenium. Yeah, I haven't really been. I'm trying to think if I've been to the Salvation Army or not. I don't think I have. There is one here, but I don't think I've been to it. I went to the Habitat for Humanity though. And they had everything priced up too. Like, not even lying. When I went to Habitat for Humanity, they had everything, like all the glass priced, like, you know, marked up. Not like as much as Goodwill, but like, yeah, that's kind of how mine was too. Or no, sorry, not the Salvation Army, but the Habitat for Humanity was like that too, which surprised me. Because I thought I was under the impression, I mean, some of the stuff was cheaper, of course, but like the glasswares that I looked at, wasn't quite as expensive as Goodwill, but it was definitely like, you know, it was closer to retail than not. They fired the managers? What the heck? Were they like, you know, embezzling or something? That's crazy. Unfortunately, yeah, like, I've had people tell me like, oh, Salvation Army is better, but like, I don't really think that it is. Oh, that sucks. I hate that they do that. Like, at least at mine, or like the Habitat for Humanity that I went to, like, the furniture was pretty decently priced. For some reason, it was just like the glasswares. I don't know if they figure like, you know, it's decorative or what. I don't know what their thought process is. But it sucks if they're like pricing everything like that. Like, really? I don't like that. I've had people try to argue with me about when I get mad about like the thrifts. They're like, oh, well, it retails for X. I'm like, I don't care if it retails for $100 million. This is Goodwill. Like, the point is that it's supposed to be cheaper for, like, you know, less advantaged people. So it doesn't matter what it retails for. I literally don't care. Like, the heck? Yeah, exactly. It was all donated for free. And, like, their Value Village CEO made over $4 million last year. Off of donated crap. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they justify that. Or people who, like, defend that. I'm like, why? And I've heard that they don't even treat their employees that good. Like, from people that have worked there, that have commented. Like, I've heard that they don't even treat their employees that good. So what the heck? And Goodwill, too. I've heard the same thing. I've heard that they treat their employees like crap. It literally makes me so mad. Like, the corporate greed is, like, unreal. And then I see them in there smashing glass all the time. Like, literally smashing glass because they don't want people dumpster diving for it. Oh my god, $8 a piece for toddler. That's, like, not okay. Like, that actually makes me so mad. I just can't. That's like when I go into the store and they have the formula like locked behind glass. That stuff makes me so mad. Yeah, I've heard that they're underpaid and that they especially treat their like disabled employees like crap. Like they say they have all these protections and stuff, but they really like don't care. Yeah, I also hate that they say it's for charity and then that's, yeah, I don't like it. It's like such a scam. Yeah, my Goodwill, I know for a fact that they run stuff through a UV light. I don't know if any of you guys have ever looked. We're talking about how terrible Goodwill is. But I don't know if you've ever seen goodwill.com, but they literally like if you ever donate stuff thinking like, "Oh, I'm going to donate my like Balenciaga," thinking that someone is going to get it cheap, less fortunate, they're gonna get something nice for cheap. No. Goodwill sends all that shit to a warehouse, and then they then auction it off for retail, or above retail, for hundreds of dollars. So, not only are they charging retail for everything, but all the good stuff, like, they literally auction it off. It's like, I freaking can't even with it. It's Goodwill. I don't know if I think I already responded to that comment. But yeah, we're talking about Goodwill. And how they like claim that they're a nonprofit or whatever. They're a charity, but like really it's kind of not. I don't think they UV everything. I don't even think they UV all the glass. I think they really just check like stuff like this, like the green. I know it's hard to tell, but like the green depression glass type stuff. I'm assuming. I don't think they flash everything. Every once in a while I will see a piece of uranium glass there, but like very rarely, and normally if I do see it, it's marked up. Like, it's priced as such, if you know what I mean. Like, it's priced, Whoops. Yeah, I've seen that at my thrift, too. They will open the boxes. I know someone recently donated a bunch of Avon stuff in boxes. And people, like, have just been opening the boxes and taking the shit out. So now there's just empty Avon boxes all over the place. But, I mean, it's hard to see what's in there, but, yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I've been bummed that, like, my thrift started flashing, or my Value Village, started flashing. But, like I said, I'll still be able to find some stuff there, like the custard. But it does suck. Yesterday, I was like really expecting for all that stuff to still be there. And then it was all gone. Only 20% of the money they bring in that goes to charity. I wonder what it is here. Does anyone know? I'm gonna actually look that up later because I'm really curious, but I don't know. I did look it up recently and I'm like, because like at a certain point they're like not allowed to call themselves a charity, right? Like at a certain point they're not allowed to call themselves, because there's like a difference between non-profit and not for profit. There's like a difference, but I don't really know what that difference is. Because a non-profit, I think they have to donate a certain amount, and a not-for-profit just means that profit isn't like their number one goal, or whatever the technicality is. It's ridiculous. And then you go there and they're like, do you want to donate to our tax write-off? Actually, screw you guys. Yeah, you should Google it and let me know, because I want to know now. I know that there is like a distinction, but I don't know. I need to rearrange. This cadmium down here is like less than 10% goes to charity at Goodwill. I'm not surprised, because when someone said 20% for I think it's in Sweden, right? Oh yeah, Sweden is 20%. My first thought was I bet Goodwill does less, because there's no way. That's like really messed up. I actually hate that. Like less than 10%. That's honestly unacceptable. Unacceptable. I want to like write them a letter and be like, you guys are messed up. But I probably wouldn't do anything. That's the sad part. Like, you guys, like, is there actually anything we can do? I hate it here. My God, I almost flew or threw my coffee on the floor. 82 cents. So that would be like 80%, right? But that doesn't sound right. 80 cents on the dollar that they spend to people in need? I don't know about that. I'm gonna look that up later, because like I said, I really don't know. Oh, the missions, okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, I'm sure they do some good stuff, you know, like, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, they do seem incredibly greedy for the way they price things. And like, I know that it's not just me, because when I go to the thrifts, like, I hear other people, like other customers complaining about the prices, and like, oh, I would buy this if it wasn't, you know, $40 or whatever the hell, you know, they're pricing stuff at. So I know it's not just me. %90 of the money goes back into our mission services. Maybe I've also heard that it kind of depends on like your local Goodwill, but I don't know how true that is. I don't know how true that is, because I know, like, I don't know. I don't actually know. Oh, a Swedish TV channel exposed them. Well, that's good, but it sucks that it had to come to that to like get anything to happen. Like, this should not even have to happen to begin with. Yes, this is radioactive stuff. Lots of radioactive stuff. I love how it kind of like has, I don't know, the lighting is just weird, because I have like the lighting in the room and then also the natural sunlight coming in. And then I have this black light back here, so the lighting looks like there's like a haze back here. But there's not. I have no idea what my... But yeah, I'm gonna go to the thrift later and we're gonna see what's happening. I'm not that optimistic, but we will see. I was gonna show you guys my Amberina, but then I got so sidetracked. I really need to rearrange this shelf though, because you guys can't tell, but there's so much Amberina down here. It's like just all cluttered. Go live while thrifting. I've thought about that before, but there's actually one guy I see that goes live while thrifting sometimes. Maybe. I do want to one of these days, though. But I have, like, anxiety. Social anxiety. If they have more uranium glass behind, like, they've already re-upped their stash, I swear to God. I still can't believe all that stuff is gone. I'm gonna have to go back and see, like, what day they started doing that, but dang. That person got ripped off, you guys. That sucks. For, what is that, $1 million? Or is that 100,000? I have, like, not the, I swear I have, like, the number dyslexia. Do you guys know? Dyscalculia, is that what that's called? 100, oh, okay. It's like when I look at that, I swear there's, like, more zeros than there actually is. It's weird. Yeah, 400,000. That's still, like, yeah, that's crazy. Is that for the guy in Sweden? The CEO? Yeah, I know the CEO of, Value Village, sorry. I, like, totally had a brain fart. He made, like, 4 million last year. It was over 4, like, well over 4. Closer to, like, 4.5 million. Which is crazy. But yeah. I like how I'm like, I was gonna rearrange and then I didn't rearrange anything. Maybe I'll get back on live later and I'll do that because I have nothing else to do. I was gonna, like, okay, you guys want to know what I was gonna do? I was gonna move my shakers to the middle of this shelf because I kind of want that to be, like, the main display for this shelf. But then I don't know what to do with all my Fenton because I have so much Fenton that it doesn't even fit. It's, like, spread across these 3 shelves. So I need to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do with that. It's crazy money in Sweden, too. Yeah, I freaking hate that. Okay, you guys. Oh, you found a necklace and a vase today? That's cool. I'm hoping, I've been spending more time looking at, like, the jewelry and some of that other stuff. Now that, like, the Green Depression glass is kind of, like, out of the question. So I've been spending a lot more time, like, looking at the jewelry and the, like, looking for uranium glazes and some other stuff like that. Because I kind of have to change my thrifting strategy now that a lot of the stuff is like, oh, I should look at buttons. That's actually a good idea. I've also been looking more at how I found those beads. So, like, looking at the jewelry, looking at the beads, looking at, like, the stuff in those little bags, you know? Sometimes you can find marbles in there or, you know, little random little things that most people wouldn't think about. Buttons is a good one, though. I should definitely, if I see some, I will look at them. But yeah, I'm probably gonna get off for now. I might come back on later, but I'm not sure, so don't be sad if you don't see me later. Go thrifting, that's why. But yeah. Neodymium glass? I've never heard of that. But yeah, I may come back on later. If I find anything at the thrift, you guys, of course, will know. But yeah, thanks for getting on with me today. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Thank you.